Give it a few more minutes. How's the nutrition going? As you're eating?
It's better. I cooked the whole thing of ground turkey, like
Right.
a big container of it. A whole thing of zucchini and sauteed onion and some peas and another thing of sweet potatoes. I baked them, cubed them up and baked them, and have that. I made a big thing of fruit salad, like for the morning or something. I have a little bit of that in there, and then I'm eating grilled chicken right now, with a little half avocado.
Nice.
So, yeah, I took your advice on that. I'm trying, just trying to do it, just trying to make sure I get that protein intake in there,
Yeah.
and bring down the fat. So I've been watching how much fat I need. We need fat, but just watching. I don't want my fat intake to be more than my protein intake, or my carb intake. So I'm trying to level it out. So I've been looking on the app there, like they give you the graph
Yeah.
of what you're consuming. So, but
Pull yours up real quick while I'm sitting here.
I didn't put my grilled chicken in there yet, so I gotta add that
just in general, I'm gonna look at like yesterday. I mean, that's low. That's low fat. Oh, yeah. Wait, is that today or yesterday? This must be yesterday. Did you log all your food yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
You had really low fat. Like honestly, like
Really low fat. So what? Okay, so what's? Hang on, I'm in my app now. So
you only ate like 6 grams. Now,
now I was under my protein too. I was drastically under. So that's my
Yeah. So yeah, you just were a little you're a little
Yeah.
jacked up yesterday. So if you I mean if you want, I can turn on, and I don't do this because I don't like to overwhelm people, but I could turn on full macros and set goals for everything. So you can see as you're going through the day, like what you're supposed to be hitting. Because
that would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And the thing is, the only thing I worry about, like when you with a low fat diet, women in general, if you don't have enough fat, it fucks with your hormones.
Well, if it's it's the processed fats. So if it's good fats, like I have avocado, so I'm trying to stay away from as much as processed stuff. But if it's like olive oil, avocado, you don't have to do extremely low fat. It's just I need to know what is the healthy fat content for a woman.
I would say no less, honestly. I mean, like I have to dive into what you have going on, and I'll look at it again. But I would say like off the top of my head, like no less than 33 grams of fat.
Okay.
Or 35, like somewhere around that range.
Okay.
So like with this is today. Wait a second. Maybe I'm looking at something. Maybe I'm just looking at the one that you haven't finished logging. So
I had 64 grams of fat.
When?
That was yesterday. Today is different. Let's see.
Today. I don't understand this. This can't be right? It's showing that you had. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was looking at only your breakfast. I don't know why it's not showing me the. I have to scroll all the way to the bottom for the totals. Where are the totals?
If you go into details.
Here it is. Okay, because I usually do it on my desktop, and I have a whole different thing going on. Okay, so your fats, protein, fat, 37. That's
well. I haven't finished logging the food, so that half avocado is going to add to that.
So yesterday was 64. I mean, I would 64. This one was 80. That's a little high. Okay, so you've been a little on the high side. This day was fine. This day's fine. That's a little high. So we'll shoot to let me do the calculations again, but we'll probably shoot for a 35% fat, 35% probably 40% protein, and then I'll have to look, but we'll get it set up. I'll remind myself actually.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I'll set that up so you can track everything.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Chance, how you doing, my brother? Always good. I don't even have to ask.
Oh, hey, I'm good.
How you
All
doing?
is well.
How's your leg?
Maintain the IT band side is very sore. I did some
Yeah.
cupping today.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I'm maintaining. I did have a good session in. So
Nice.
that's what I even did meant to tell you, clean up on my workouts. What I'll do is I'll kind of incorporate. So it'll be like under functional. But I'll
Yeah.
be I'm now doing isolated leg press machine on 110 on each leg, even on my bad leg. So I'm doing
Yeah.
310 on the leg press, repping it. So they have equipment there. So I do push it. But I'm coming along with that. The odds, like I said, it's that part. Like, say if you're ever sitting and you extend your leg and then you let release it. For me, it's probably a level 8 of pain right there.
Whoa.
So I have to adjust to that, and that's what this part of the therapy is for.
So as
But
far
other
as
than that,
the workouts going, so there's things obviously you're probably not able to do right now.
well, as heavy, but I can squat, I can deadlift.
Yeah.
It's just those single leg motions be kicking my ass.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's about it.
Okay.
But
And
I try to go.
you can swap something out too. If there's something you don't want to do, I believe you have the ability to swap it out, or just say, "Hey, can you give me something else to do with this one? And I'll swap it out for you."
Yeah.
But yeah, let me know.
But you know what would be helpful? You can make a note for me
Yeah.
to just send me something to help with the rehab, like far as my quad strengthening and my because apparently with my IT band they say it's the weakness in my hip.
Okay.
So they be having me do these band side steps in physical therapy.
Yeah. Is the
So
like the thick band that goes around like your? Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
I have those myself, and we do those at CrossFit as a warm up, and that's a fucking this thing suck, man. My
yeah.
so you want to strengthen your quads?
Yeah, strengthen my quad, yeah,
Okay.
and probably my hip, so that will
Okay.
help relieve, the
Yeah.
IT. Yeah.
I'll do some and I'll look at the note because after the call I get a thing with notes and it'll tell me the actual actionable items. So what I will do is I've got my personal my physical therapist friend and he helps me sometimes. I'll ask him his ideas and then I'll see what we can put together to specifically help with that. But I'm sure
Okay, cool.
there's definitely something we can do about that. Um
Appreciate it.
who's these fucking people, man? Where's everyone? So Craig said he's coming. It drives me fucking nuts, man. At least once a week, I want everyone to hop in. So you just say, all I want to do is say hi, make sure they're doing okay, make sure they're alive. Chris, you want to say hi? What are you doing? You at work? What about Maria? You want to say hi? You don't have to if you don't want to. Craig said he'll be here in a second, and I'll just go over what I was going to talk about, even though we don't have a lot of people. I want to go over strength training,
Oh
something.
yeah, sorry guys. I couldn't get my mic to turn on. How's everyone doing?
Good. How are you? Tell me some wins. What's going on in your life? Everything good?
Good. I mean, I'll be honest, like I've been trying to sort of kind of incorporate the 75 hard
Okay.
in a way. So I mean, not too bad, not too shabby, but I think I'm struggling with like I guess I do need more fat
Yeah.
in me. Yeah, for sure. You know, it was years ago, but I went through like a food disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little rough on me. I listen, I'm the healthiest. I don't eat outside. I don't eat
Yeah.
fast food, but I need like some sort of like guidance when it comes to like a specific diet for me,
Okay.
something that works for me. And I'm having trouble with that, to be
I,
honest with you.
I can send you some stuff. Let me make sure what's your Instagram so I can make sure I
My
remember.
Instagram is MAT
Okay.
Maticar,
That's I.
SICARR Maticar. Um
Oh, I found you. Okay.
yeah, so I do struggle with that.
I just wrote you a message so I remember.
Okay, super. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do struggle with that. I also got into some bicycle accidents where I
Mhm.
got hit by three cars and one cyclist.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I
How is
know.
that even possible?
I know. It happened back in 2020, during COVID.
Mhm.
And I had a concussion for a whole month. So that was it was terrible. I went through a lot. You know,
Oof.
I'm going to get, do physical therapy and stuff. But I do want to work on, like, putting more, like, using more weights and stuff. But the thing is, my forearms slash my index and my thumb is where the pain comes from.
Yeah.
So that's a little tough for me to even, try to pick up heavy stuff.
Yeah, no,
Um,
and there's ways around that, and there's, I mean, I don't, it all depends on what you do, but there's straps and different things you could use to help with your grip,
okay. Yeah.
but again, that's like when we're done, I'll chat with you. Just, I think when we're done here, shoot me a message and kind of give me more information, like what's bothering you, what you want to try to accomplish, what your struggles are, and I'll be able to help you out.
Okay, sounds good.
How's the
Thank you so much.
75 hard, how's the 75 hard going?
Oh man, so basically this is my fourth attempt,
Okay.
but I'm not doing it like I'm supposed to. So that
Yeah.
it's like I'm practicing, right? So I did it the first 3 times. I failed. Why? Because I always forget to take a progress photo
Ah,
all the time. I don't know
it's
how I
it,
miss it.
it's funny because I did it once. I never finished it. I was gonna do it. I got a book. I read all these things, and I was reading like people's input, and they say they always fail over the stupid things like the progress photo or whatever it may be. It's just always it's never the hard stuff. It's always the small things.
Right.
And then
Right.
actually a lot of people said the water was really hard for them.
Well,
Um,
that too. I spoke to my doctor and he said maybe a gallon's a little too much.
yeah, it is.
So maybe a little less. But
How much
no,
do you
like
weigh?
and that's what I was gonna tell you too. I weigh 111. I'm
Okay.
32 and I weigh 111.
How tall are you?
5'3".
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's sounds like a solid weight for your height. Are you what would you say your goal is? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Put some
I
muscle
mean,
on?
I've been 111 since I was in high school.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, I want to tone up so
Yeah.
bad. I want to
Okay.
tone up. I want to gain a little more muscle. But I'm not sure. I don't know if it's because I run, because I'm a
Yeah.
runner. I run so much. Like I do a lot of cardio and I run every morning, every morning. Twice a day.
Yeah.
I do the bicycle, but for some reason it's like I just look slim.
Yeah.
Like there's no
I mean,
muscle.
it's well, you're going to learn something today. I'll give you a little bit of information today when we go over the lesson, and then it's your diet, it's your protein intake. I
That's what
mean,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So once like, I mean, I struggle the same thing. I mean, I work out a lot and I eat a lot, so but I can never like. I was stuck at 228 pounds. I'm 6'4", so I'm a pretty big dude. But I was at 228 pounds, and I wanted to get to 240, and I could not fucking do it for the life of me. And then I looked, and I was looking at the tracking. I'm like, I'm not meeting my protein goal whatsoever, ever. And I didn't realize how hard it was. People always tell me, "Oh, I'm having a hard time with my protein." It's like, how do you have a hard time with your protein? But supplementing it, obviously, like I don't recommend that people do protein shakes every single day.
Yep. And that's
But
what I tried doing as well. Like, okay, let me try protein shakes.
you
Nope, doesn't
can,
work.
but your best bet if you really want results is to get that protein intake through animal protein sources.
Mm,
But when people are really struggling and they're like, I cannot do this whatsoever, and they're really low, then I'm saying, okay, yeah, let's throw in a protein shake. But yeah, your best bet is to definitely take that in through animal protein sources. But yeah,
right.
we'll chat. We'll figure it
Okay,
out. I'll
sounds
help you
good.
out as much as I can.
Alrighty.
Chris, you got anything? How you doing? Just wanted to check in with you. I can't hear you again. It always happens. Now it's on mute. Let me see if I can unmute you. Nothing? You can hear us, right? We'll figure it out, Chris. And Craig, tell me something good. How you doing, brother?
Oh, good, good. Yeah, life is good today. We're about to take off on a cold weather camping trip on Friday. Excited about that. My piriformis syndrome and sciatica is majorly improving. And one thing I really learned about that was like move more. Like the more I move, the better I feel. The more I the more I try to baby it and lay around, the worse it gets, you know?
Yeah.
And so, the PT has cleared me to lift. So I've been lifting the past week and a half, and I love lifting, man. It just improves my mood. It makes me feel so much better.
And I think most people here agree because we're all kind of doing the same thing. But I try to tell people like you can do Pilates, you can do yoga, you can go do cardio, you can do all this stuff. But when it comes down to longevity, vitality, health, mood, all that shit, it's all about heavy strength training, building muscle. That's what you have to do. And not that other stuff. The other stuff is important. The other stuff has its place, but the pillar of anyone's strength or fitness, the pillar of everyone's fitness journey should be strength training and doing heavy. And that's what we're going to use this as a segue to get right into it, because it's the perfect segue to talk about what we're going to talk about. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I usually have like 3 screens, so it's easier, but I'm going to figure this out here. Hold on. All right. So what I want to talk about, and we've mentioned it, and I've said it before, and it's just something I like to consistently touch on because some people forget or they lose focus. All right, let me pull it up. Are we good? Can you guys see it? Okay. So here's the deal. Progressive overload. This is something that you must absolutely implement when you're working out. Now, a lot of times, and not to pick on the women, okay? I'm not picking on you, but a lot of times I see the women are I don't know if I think a lot of times it's a subconscious thing, and they worry about getting buff and they worry about getting too big and too manly. So they don't want to lift heavy weight. But for the record, that doesn't happen. Okay. I know men who bust their ass and lift their heavy weights every single day of their life, and they eat their protein, and they just can't build that kind of muscle. To get buff and big, you're most of them fucking doing steroids or whatever it takes, but that just doesn't happen overnight. So there's no reason to ever fear lifting heavy weight. It's only going to be the best decision of your life, because it's going to give you, again, vitality, longevity. You're going to live forever. It's the thing to do if you want to feel good the rest of your life. So what is progressive overload? Progressive overload is a fundamental principle in strength training that involves gradually increasing the stress placed on your muscles to continue improving strength, endurance, and muscle size over time. Without progressively increasing the demands of your muscle, you will eventually hit a plateau in your fitness program. I know it. I've done it. I've worked out for, I've worked out my whole life, but there were periods where for 4 years, I had lifted the same weight, doing the same thing every day, because I just didn't seem to give a fuck. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't worried about achieving my goals, but I wasn't doing it. But it's important because build strength and muscle. As you consistently challenge your muscles, they adapt by getting stronger and growing in size. It's for preventing plateaus. Your body will stop progressing if it gets used to the same workouts. By applying progressive overload, you would avoid stagnation. Increase endurance. Gradually increasing the volume of your workouts allows your muscle and cardiovascular system to adapt, improving stamina. And then last, boosts metabolism. With increased muscle mass and strength comes a higher metabolic rate, helping with fat loss and maintaining a lean physique. To touch on that last one, so when they say boost your metabolism, the reason that is, and that's why strength training is so great for losing weight. It's the best thing you can do for losing weight when it comes to your training. You can run all day long. The difference is when you are breaking down your muscle tissue, it has to rebuild. And when it rebuilds, you're burning extra calories. So when you're sitting at home, chilling, watching TV, or you're sleeping, or you're taking a nap, you just put yourself through this crazy workout and your muscles all torn down. You're burning calories while you're sleeping because your body is trying to repair all that damage you did to your muscles. And that's why it's important to consistently want to break the muscles down. All right, so how to apply. There are several different ways that you can do this. And we'll go through them real quick. Increase weight gradually or add more weight to your exercises. Increase weight. Gradually add more weight to your exercises. This is the most common method of applying progressive overload. I don't really have to read an example. Just, every time you do it, throw on an extra 5 pounds, 2 pounds, whatever it is. Increase repetitions. Once you can easily complete your target number of reps, add a few more repetitions to continually challenge your muscles. So sometimes if you get to a point where it's like you can't lift any more weight, like it said, like maybe as you lift more weight, obviously the reps are going to come down. So maybe if you're only doing 8 and that's all you can knock out with a certain weight, instead of worrying about putting more weight on, knock out 2 more reps and do 10. Increase your sets. The same thing. Add a 4th set. The training program I'm doing right now, the first week, we're like, for instance, the back squat. You pick a weight, you do 3 sets. The second week, you do the exact same weight, but you do 4 sets. The third week, you do the exact same weight, but you do 5 sets. That's something I'm going to implement in some of the new workouts I'm doing here, but that's the idea. And then this one is something I actually utilized today, decreasing the rest time. Reducing the time you rest in between sets increases the intensity and challenges your muscular endurance. Example, if you rest 90 seconds between sets, try reducing to 60. So today I was like, well, one of the main reasons was also I was limited on time, but I was like, I want to sweat today and I want to burn my muscles out. So instead, usually I do it like the program I'm on, it's like a 2-minute rest in between. I did 1 minute. And let me tell you something, I was sweating my ass off. I got a great workout in. I knocked it out very quick. And that's also, so I want also everyone, when you're using my app to do, to make sure that you're using that timer, because that's also part of tracking what you're doing. And then you can change that number. If you want to make it shorter, change it, challenge yourself a little bit. All right. Improve form and range of motion. So that's another way of utilizing progressive overload. Focus on perfecting your form and increasing your range of motion with each exercise. So instead, like, I know I do it. Like when I do my bicep curls, sometimes I'm just like throwing my body around because it's like almost like, I guess they say ego lifting. I'm like, oh, I got this heavy weight and I can't do it like strict because it's too heavy. So get to a weight that you can lift and lift it properly with proper form and you get full range of motion. So this helps recruit more muscle fibers and leads to better strength gains. Example, ensure a deeper squat or a more controlled movement in exercises like bench press or deadlifts. And then tempo. That's so like a tempo, like which one does it say here? Like 3 to 4 seconds. Like I do 3-3-3 sometimes. So if we're doing a bicep curl, we're lowering it down for 3 seconds and then we're holding it 3 seconds and then 3 seconds up. So we're just basically slowing down the movement, which is going to put more tension on the muscle. All right. So start small. You don't need to add a lot of weight. Small, consistent increases over time are more sustainable and safer. Obviously, something you'll hear me say all the time, fucking track everything you're doing. Keep a log. You do it in the app, so I don't really have to tell you that. Listen to your body. So if you feel like you're going to get hurt, chill, and patience. It does take a long time. Now, I'm going to show you, I think you understand what progressive overload, but this is a video I've some of you've probably already seen it, but this is like, I love this video and I watched it. And I've sent it to clients. Some of you've probably already seen it. It's basically telling you like, if you know how to know if your weight is not heavy enough. And if you're out there and you're lifting and you're doing, and you can hit 15, say I've programmed 12 reps and you're over there and you're hitting 15 with no problem, you're definitely not lifting enough weight. And I'm going to play this. Hopefully you can hear it. Let's find out. Hold on. I didn't even think about that. I can't hear, so I know you can't. So I'm actually gonna just share this in the chat because I don't think that you can hear it. You're not gonna. Oh wait, can you hear that?
Number 3 is if you do a set
hear
of
it?
10 and then rest for less than a minute.
All right, so you can hear that. Great.
Do another set of 10 with ease, the intensity of your set was not high enough. Your reps will naturally start to drop off from set to set. You're pushing yourself hard enough. And if they don't, it's time to add some weight. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video and follow for more value.
What's
Let's
the
go. Here are 3 signs you're not lifting heavy enough. Number 1 is if you do your set and your first rep looks exactly like your last, you're not even close to muscle failure, which is needed to build muscle. So make sure your last reps look a little bit something like this. The second sign that you're not lifting heavy enough is if the speed of your reps never slow down. As you do your set, your reps should start to slow down as you get closer and closer to failure. The speed of your last rep should look a little like this. Number 3 is if you do a set of 10 and then rest for less than a minute, then do another set of 10 with ease, the intensity of your set was not high enough. Your reps will naturally start to drop off from set to set. You're pushing yourself hard enough.
All right.
And if they don't, it's time to add some weight. If you felt
There we go. All right. So hopefully that was helpful for some people. Push yourself, push your fucking self in the gym. That's it. I mean, does anyone feel like they're not pushing themselves enough? Like, oops, what's like Halana, when you're at the gym, do you feel like you're pushing yourself hard enough?
I feel like I'm pushing myself hard enough. I came home today and I just wanted to crash out.
I love that.
Yeah. So
Well, it's good. Yeah, it's so important and something that people just, I don't know. It's probably again another comfort zone thing. People, they don't want to leave their comfort zone. And I've done it. I've sit there at the gym and I'm like, I know I could lift heavier, but man, do I really want to do that right now? I'm kind of tired. I just want to fucking, knock out a few more sets of this lighter weight and get the hell out of here. But it's very important. So, Craig, you got anything?
Yeah. So what I'll do is I don't care I don't care what I look like in the gym, right? I put my headphones on and I go in there and I grab a weight that I want to try that weight. And if I can't get, if my exercise says 10 to 12 reps or 8 to 10 or whatever, if I can't get my full reps in with that and I know I'm not going to make it, I'll get straight up and I'll rack that weight and I'll go grab something that I'll drop down until I find something that I can get my reps in with good form.
With proper form.
You know what I mean? And
want to be better at that.
Yeah, and I do slow, if I can't do it with good form and controlled and kind of slow, like you're talking about the tempo, then I don't need to be doing it. I'm just going to hurt myself and I'm going to short myself my reps. Yep. I don't really care if I'm not lifting, so I've had guys come in there and look at me and laugh, but I'm not here to impress you, dude. Like,
you could honestly, you could use lower weight and get better progress than a heavier weight if you are controlling the tempo and you are doing exactly proper form. It's better for you. So yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, that's why you get those ego lifters, those young kids in the gym walking around with their fucking stupid sweaters on and their pajama pants and thinking they're cool. And but yeah, lifting, I was looking at a guy the other day. I'm like, dude, that weight is obviously too heavy for you and you're over there trying to throw it around. Don't do that. But and then once they get older and get shoulder problems like I have, they'll wish they didn't do that. So because I definitely did it.
Well, I look at guys like Ronnie Coleman, and I look at there's another guy, I can't think of his name, but they used to be massive.
Yeah.
And they were absolute powerhouses. But now, a lot of them are literally crippled, and it's from stressing their joints out so much. I mean, yeah, it's cool that you can bench press 12,000 pounds, you know what I mean? But, what about later on? I want functional. I want functional, flexible, healthy, I think along the lines of special operator fitness. Like those guys aren't huge. They're jacked. They're jacked, but they're not huge. And they can, under any circumstances, they can run as far as they need to run. They can lift as much as they need to lift. They can bend however they need to bend. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what keeps them, operating like nobody else can, Yeah. So
that's my goal now is I just want to be able, again, same thing, run a long distance, lift, good weight, be strong enough for who I am, not trying to overdo it, and then just be healthy, just feel good. Once we get to that age, I did steroids back when I was in the Army. Actually, I went to Iraq and I was 195 pounds when I left to go to Iraq. And I came back a year later and I was 245 pounds. and I had the Iraqi doctors would bring all the American soldiers whatever they wanted, Viagra, testosterone, steroids, whatever you want. And it was cheap. Like I got a bottle this size of Dianabol, which was probably here in the States, like, I don't know, probably would have been $1,500. I got it for like $100, you know? So I sat there and I just popped steroids and worked out every day and came back. I was a massive, massive beast, but I probably looked fucking stupid. Like I remember I was like beat red all the time and puffy and, you know, I just, ugh, no, that's not, I want to be lean and strong and have a tank where I could fucking run and I can do it. That's why I love doing CrossFit, man. I love those like the 30-minute long WODs where you don't stop moving. You're carrying shit. You're fucking doing this, you're doing that, and you're moving around to different exercises very quickly and you never stop. I love that shit because it's challenging and you got to have the fucking engine to do that shit. And that's what I want. But yeah. So I mean, if no one else has got anything, we can cut it here because there's not a lot of us. Anyone got anything interesting or anything they want to share? Any questions they want to ask? Anything along those lines? Feel free. Pop on.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
If I'm working out, I'm pumping a lot of weight, but by the end of my workout, I am completely depleted and tired.
Yeah.
Is that I don't, especially if like I got things to do afterwards. You know,
Mhm.
like I'll feel like just like stressed out, angry, or like just like in a not all the time, but like I don't know. Today I was done. Like
Okay.
I wanted to. I
Well,
ate my food and then I was done.
now
And
here's what I'm going to think, and this is what I'm thinking. So you're doing your workouts in the evening, obviously.
well, no, I did it during the day.
Okay.
So it's different every week, just depending on what I got going
Yeah.
on and what's up. So
Because it's all going to depend on what you fuel your body with before you work out and what time of the day you're working out. Now, and we all have different schedules, but I think for the most part, if you're your best bet is to like literally wake up, eat a small meal full of carbs, and get to the gym and knock out your workout. You know, that's probably the best way to do that because then, you're fueling your body for the rest of the day with different nutrition, and then also like if you work out in the evening or work out, even 5 hours before bed, you're gonna have a harder time getting to sleep, staying asleep. So I mean, I would recommend that you wake up and the first thing you do is go work out. If you can't do that, you can't do that. But that's probably all going to come down to your sleep and then come down to your nutrition. So you just have to basically plan your nutrition around when you're working out. So I'll have to think about it, but and also it's hard for me to tell because I can't tell like when you are logging things, but when are you eating them? How much are you eating at what time? Like, yeah, that's something we'd have to look at.
I try to log it as soon as I'm eating,
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm not always successful. So, but I this Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, I started off in the morning time. So, and I had a bowl of oatmeal, some Fage Greek yogurt and some fruit,
Yeah.
But I felt like that wasn't enough for what I was doing today.
Yeah.
Because when I go to the gym, I'm actually spending, to be honest with you, I do the workout, I do it within a timely manner, but then I also, but then I do like, walking afterwards to kind of, and then stretching and everything. So I'm not leaving the gym till about about 2.5 hours later.
Oh, wow.
So, so it just, so that time going by with then, and then by the time I get home, I'm taking my creatine right after, and then, and then eating, and then I know it's only probably like 3 or 4 hours, just depending what's going on, but I try, I don't know if I was drinking water all day today. Maybe it was my protein intake was not enough this morning. I'm not sure.
Well, as far as going to for energy purposes, the carbs are what's going to help.
Okay.
And that's why usually I tell people like load up on your carbs, breakfast and lunch, so you have that energy during the day. And then as it gets later in the night, like the dinner should be primarily
Protein.
protein. Yeah, protein. And some fat.
Protein. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, how's your sleep in general? Is your sleep okay?
Well, yeah, last night I woke up. Usually I sleep pretty decent, but last night I it probably was because I didn't get the greatest sleep last night, and I woke
Yeah.
up and so that's probably what contributed to my overload of.
And there's factors that you have to like take into play, and it's kind of like it becomes one of those things I think that you have to try different things, and then and honestly, it's something people put in journals, like how you feel that day, how's your mood, people have
Yeah,
like mood journals where or some they just circle, they sometimes just circle a happy face, a medium face, a sad face,
yeah, I'll
just to
start
track
doing
your mood.
that.
But try to be mindful of like your routine and how you feel. And then
Okay.
and just write a note. Say worked out in the morning, uh ate my breakfast and but later on the day got very tired around this time. And then just maybe change some things around until you find something that works for you. But
Okay.
I think that's your best bet. But again, it's so hard to tell because everyone's bodies are different. I eat two breakfasts. I eat a small breakfast before I work out, which is just oatmeal and a banana. And then I go to the gym, I work out, I do all that stuff, and I come back and then I have 4 eggs, hash brown, chicken, sausage, and a protein shake. And
Okay.
then I wait
Wow.
4 hours, and then I have lunch, and then I wait a few more hours and I have dinner, but there's snacks in between. Um,
Okay.
yeah, but I load my food typically in the morning.
Okay.
So does that answer your question?
It does, and the way that
Okay.
you kind of described it too about what you're putting in your body before and after
Yeah,
kind of puts things in perspective as well too. So,
yeah.
okay. And
Just good.
that's what I got to do is be consistent because of, you know, the consistency with the schedule, but also consistency in how I'm eating the food,
Yeah,
periodically throughout the day. And I think that's what it was. I wasn't eating as much throughout this day.
yeah.
Maybe I need to bring something with me at the gym to keep my
Well,
energy
that's
up.
exactly what I thought when you're talking about being there for so long. I would say bring a protein bar, or if you can just get a shaker with a protein shake, and have it ready to go, and
Okay.
drink that thing towards the end of your workout or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, try some different things, and whatever seems to work for you, that's what works. But yeah, if you have any, if you take some data down and you're looking at it and you have any
Yeah.
questions or want my opinion, let me know and I'll try to help you out.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Cool. Cool. Craig, what's up, brother?
Yeah, so I get a lot of my protein in from protein shakes on
Yeah.
a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I've looked into that, and I know that that's not ultimately not the greatest.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's if you want to consume the best type of protein, getting it from an animal protein is best. But I don't hit mine, so I drink a protein shake, pretty much every day.
Yeah, I'm drinking probably 2 or 3 a day, and
Yeah,
I've noticed. I think it's jacking my stomach up a little bit,
could be.
and but yeah, I was just kind of thinking, like I heard you talk about that, and that spoke to me was getting, try to eat more real food. Because
Yeah,
here lately I've been on the run, and I've been doing a lot of protein bars, protein
yeah,
shakes, Slim Jims, stuff
I
like
get it.
that. And it's been working, but at the same time, I can tell. Like I think the quality of the food
Yeah,
also helps determine my mood as well.
yeah, for sure.
You
The
know,
nutrients,
like
I mean, we're not even getting into like the nutrients of the food. Obviously, there's way more nutrients in drinking or eating a steak than there would be drinking a protein shake.
yeah, and that's where I'm getting a lot of processed foods. Like they're not bad processed foods,
Yeah.
but they're still processed foods.
Are you using that
You
Yuka
know
app I told you about?
that what?
Yuka, Yuka.
What's that?
All right, so when we get off the phone, there's an app. It's called Yuka, Yuka. All right, it's got a little carrot as the symbol. It's got a barcode scanner. So if you're at the gas station and you're like looking, so hey, I want to like get a protein bar. You can scan. It ruined my fucking life because now I do it with everything. But I scan every protein bar in the store, and it will give you a 0 to 100 rating on what is the overall best quality when it comes to like nutrients, artificial, what chemicals that are in it, protein intake, fat intake, calories. So at least like for instance, when it comes to protein bars, I do the Cliff bars because they have the highest rating. And tell you like the sugar and stuff that. So do that too. If you're going to eat that stuff, do that. But I struggle with it too, and I think that I'm going to, I got my air fryer here, and I just throughout the day, I'll pop a frozen chicken breast in the air fryer and put some buffalo sauce and eat it. Just making it easy,
Yeah. I think too, getting into some nutrient dense foods. Like I love that. I love good country cooking, like
Yeah,
good vegetables and stuff like that. So that's no issue. I think if I just get back to, I'm learning to manage my time better so that I can get, eat properly.
yeah,
Like I'm reaching my nutrition goals, but I feel like it's a little dirty. I do it in a dirty kind of way. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
And so,
I get what you're saying. I mean,
yeah,
I think that comes down to planning, it's like,
yeah,
and I'm not good at it by any means, but I'm better than I used to be. And I'm sure that with a little more structure, I could get better, but that's why everything I do has got to be fucking easy. All the frozen shit from Trader Joe's, all this shit that I can literally just, you know what I did today? I fucking wanted to eat, but I was in a hurry, and I know that I don't even like making scrambled eggs anymore. I feel like that's too challenging for me. But now I take a little paper bowl. I don't like washing plates, so I have paper bowls, and I sprayed it with a little oil spray, the calorie ones with no calories, and then I cracked 4 eggs into this little paper bowl and put another thing on top of it. I put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and I ate microwaved eggs. It's like, and then I had two chicken sausages that I heated up in my air fryer. Make it simple, and that's the easiest way to get it done.
gotcha.
So, all right, so let's pop over to Maria. Maria, what's going on? Still here?
Oh yeah, sorry. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. Oh yeah, no. So when it comes down to heavyweight lifting and stuff, like I'm not so much about that. I'm mostly about body resistance and body weight
Yeah,
training. And that's why I said like I need some sort of like guidance
yeah,
to do that because I feel like I do mostly calisthenics.
yeah. No, I like, and that's if you like it and you enjoy it, that's absolutely fine. But if we're talking about goals and we're talking about getting stronger and we're talking about getting cut and lean and doing all these things,
Yeah.
you have to do strength training using
Uh,
weight. Because here's the deal.
right.
Well, let me ask you a question. You can do 500 fucking push-ups, at some point, but like, how, the only way you're going to get better at them is if you strap a fucking 50-pound weight to your back.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, so it's like you need the weights to get stronger, to break down muscle.
Right.
So it's like
Right.
some people are like, oh, I don't like doing it, but it's like, you know what? Like, figure out a
No,
way. Like,
and I like doing it. I just don't know where to start from.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
do a lot of home workouts,
yeah.
a lot
And
of like home fitness,
let me ask
like
you, let me ask you a question. Would you say that one of the reasons is that you don't feel comfortable going in a gym?
yes,
Okay.
that's like probably number one.
All right, look,
I don't.
here's what I tell people. I understand it, and a lot of the people that are in here probably dealt with the same thing. I know for sure some of them did. Um, the reality is, when you walk in a fucking gym, no one gives two fucks what you're doing. They don't give a shit. They're worried about what they're doing. And probably
Mm.
75% of those people in there, they're doing the same thing, going, fuck, who's looking at me? And they don't give a shit what you're doing. They don't care. And the people that may pay attention to you are probably the people that are fitness professionals or have been doing it for a long time. And in their head, you know what they're doing? They're going, man, that girl's kicking ass. I can tell she's new, but she's here. She showed up. She's trying to make a change. She's doing the right thing. That's all that matters. Showing up is all that matters. Don't fucking, and I say that it's not easy to do, but don't worry about what other people think or what other people say, or they're not doing that. But don't let your brain tell you that people are watching you or judging
Okay.
you. You just force yourself. And that's the thing. Your brain is always trying to keep you comfortable. So your brain is telling you, you're sitting on the couch and you're sitting at home, and your brain's going, nah, don't go to the gym. People might judge you. People might look at you. And you have to just push through that. And if you push through it, you force yourself, you get in the gym. Every time you go, you're obviously going to get more comfortable. And eventually your brain's going to say, you know what, this is what I do for comfort. This is the thing that I do. And it's not going to try to talk you out of it anymore. You'll get
Oh,
used to it.
for sure, for sure. It's not even about like low self-esteem. It's just like being bothered by people, you know,
That's it. Well,
like ruining my workout, like trying to
put
speak
some
to
big ass
me, like.
put some big ass headphones on and keep a resting bitch
Okay.
face on, and you'll be fine.
All
Bro,
right.
everybody in there has got their headphones on. And they're
Yeah.
trying to work and focus on what they're doing. I promise you, you're not going to have no issues.
Yeah.
If anything, it's like you trying to get to somewhere, where you're trying to get to a machine or trying to get to a weight to use it, and maybe somebody else
Right.
is using
Yep.
it. But otherwise, not man, nobody gonna try to come and teach you. They trying to. Everybody's got a busy lifestyle. They're trying to get in and get out.
I see people say that all the time, like women on the internet and on social media talking about guys bothering at the gym, but I've never in my life seen that one time. I've never seen a guy just approach a random girl and start talking to her, you know? I mean, has that ever happened to me? Maybe if there was a girl that like was wearing a shirt of like a band that I really love, I might be like, oh, I like your shirt, but I don't see people like hitting on women at the gym. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but it's not something I see every day. So, and I spend a lot of time in gyms, so I don't know.
Yeah, but that's my struggle basically. Like I need like a little, I don't know, like a little plan or, what exactly
a
what
little
you.
plan and a little kick in the ass.
Yeah, yep,
All right.
for
We'll,
sure.
we'll chat. We'll figure it out.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna check in with Angie because Angie hasn't been here in a few weeks. I want to hear something good. Tell me something good, Angie.
Well, I'm here and I've been staying low key consistent, although with this divorce it's kind of taken a lot out of me,
I get it.
So it's like just a little thing, just like my little wins every day, like getting to the gym and not going to eat 1,000 cookies to to self comfort. I'm finding other ways. And before I used to be real loud about it, but now I notice getting older, and plus I just you get older and you just don't care about. I would do it before for accountability, but now I find myself shifting to where I know I'm doing it, and with you, I check in and do my assignments. I'm not, every day I struggle, but I just remember. I mean, it's a lot easier now that I'm sober. I'm 2 weeks away from being 6 months sober.
Nice, congratulations.
Thank you. And just that is the win, because this divorce is getting pretty. It's taken a lot out of me for sure.
Okay. I can't imagine, and I can't imagine because I've never been in that situation, but from what I hear from friends of mine who've been through several of them, they're not fun. So I get it. Now, but here's the deal. The good thing, and the thing that you should really be proud of yourself about, is the fact that you're going through this and you're not drinking and you're still going to the gym and you're still eating nutritious food and you're not fucking caving. So that you got to give yourself a big pat on the back for that, for sure. And then that's why when I wrote you today, I said, listen, if you're going through it, as long as you're getting your shit done, that's all I give a shit about. You may not be very vocal at the moment because you got a lot going on, your mind's elsewhere, but as long as you're doing your shit, then you're doing your shit, and that's all that matters.
Yes,
And here's the thing, here's what I was thinking too, like what better than to get in the best shape of your life right after a divorce?
Well, that's I'm keeping my eye on the prize for
You
sure.
got to understand that there's nothing better than that. I mean, that what a time to get in the best shape of your life. And then you got the ex, oh man, I fucked up. What did I do? But use that as fucking, use that as motivation, I've done that over every breakup I've ever been through. It's like, I'm gonna fucking show them. I'm gonna become the fucking best version of myself, and I'm gonna be fit and smart and fucking loaded. And well, not yet, but we're not there yet. But maybe one more breakup, I'll be rich.
Well, I'm definitely keeping that in mind, and thriving at work, which is another huge win. Keeping my mind on my work. I've been switching medicines with the doctor. That threw me for a loop, because I'm like, dude, just put me back on Lexapro and leave me there. So that was sending me for a while, but I think
so
I'm
wait,
back on track.
did you say you switched medications?
Yes.
From what to what?
From Lexapro, she put me on 125 milligrams of Zoloft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really know much about those. I mean, I've been on the same medication for 20 years. It's Celexa. And I believe it's very it's similar in different manners, but you know, I don't know anything about those, but I know that changing any kind of, you know, mental health medication can really fuck with you. I know that if I didn't take it, like I've ran out before and didn't take it for like 5 days, and all of a sudden I'm like sweating, I'm depressed, I want to cry, you
Yeah.
know, so it can fuck with you. So, but
Yeah.
again, you're keeping your head above water, you're, you know, and you're crushing it, and just keep pushing. You got this.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, so anyone else before we get out of here? I'm glad that you guys spoke up, because it's boring when you guys don't say anything and I just have to sit here and read a paper and then fucking sit here and listen to nothing. Everyone good? Everyone good?
Okay, Coach.
All right, so here's the deal. Saturday, do another call. I'm gonna book a speaker for this week. Allie was not there on Saturday. I found out later. She's been going through so many health issues, and I guess she fucking passed out, and she was, I don't know. I worry about her, but you know, she couldn't make it, and I don't know if she'll make it this week, but I'm gonna get a speaker in there. I'm gonna try to find someone really fucking great so we can have a good time and talk more about sobriety. But other than that, if anyone needs anything, you know where to find me. And thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate you. Have the best day
Thank
of your
you.
life.
We appreciate you as well. You're the
Anytime.
best.
All right, bye guys.
Appreciate you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.